Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am so excited to see each and every one of you all today. Welcome back from the long weekend, right? Welcome back from the long weekend. I'm so excited that you are here. Happy Juneteenth. Happy after Father's Day. A super shout out to my father, Emmanuel A. Walker, who is deceased now for 9 years, but sometimes it feels like just yesterday. So, as we give super shout outs to all of the men, all of the fathers who are out there, and also celebration of emancipation for African Americans. Absolutely. We could go back. That'll be a whole 10 minutes in itself, which will lead to more and more discussion. But today we are talking about the power of forgiveness. And I'm so super excited to talk to each and every one of you all today. I want to give you time to spread the word and help people come on into the building. So, right after this. It's a 10-minute power powwow hosted by Lolita E. Walker. Come on into the room and grab a little bit of coaching, cocktails, and conversations. Yes, coaching is where I leave you with a couple nuggets just to challenge your thinking. Cocktails is where I celebrate the greatness of who you are when you show up right here. And in conversations is what we are about to do for the next 10 minutes. Grab a friend, share it out because it's about to go down. Are you ready for a little bit of motivation? Are you ready to increase your clarity, increase your confidence, and then walk with a new type of commitment? You are in the right place. Come on in. This is Lolita E. Walker of lolitawalker.com. Let's go. Hey there. Hey, yes, yes. Hello, everybody. I am Lolita E. Walker. I am a certified life, leadership, and executive coach. I am a power speaker. I work with some of your favorite organizations in order to help them to increase clarity, confidence, and commitment. And I work with a lot of power women who are right here inside of this room today or watching the replay in order to really pull all of the greatness out of you, reframe it, and then help you to leap beyond where you're standing today. So I want to just say hello, hello, hello. There is a Facebook user. Let me know who you are because I can't see it right now. We are live in Facebook, my coaching, cocktails, and conversations group. We are live on LinkedIn. Hello. Well, I have a fun LinkedIn story about Toya Powell, who I just connected with yesterday at the harbor right here in the DMV. And then our YouTube listeners, hello, hello, hello. Yes. Okay. LinkedIn. I absolutely loved it. So, guess what we're talking about today, you all? We are talking about how forgiveness can unleash your greatness. Oh my gosh. Do you believe that? That's what I want to know. Let me know. Do you believe that your forgiveness, right? Forgiving, the act of forgiving you, forgiving someone else really can help you unleash your greatness? Do you believe it? Or do you think it's just Lolita chatting? Good morning, Soul. How are you? It's so good to see you. Good morning. Good morning. Hi. All right. Well, let's talk about it. So, I happen to believe firmly that forgiveness absolutely can unleash the greatness in you. Yes, I am so glad that you agree as well. But for even some of you all who are like, what are you talking about? Nope, I don't want to. It's not in me. What are you talking about? And why would I forgive me for anything? I walk this thing called life. And some people do have that perspective. So, what I wanted to do today in the 10 minutes that we have is my first book. We're going back in memory lane. This is the intersection of you and change. Okay. So, why are we talking about forgiveness? Well, it was just Father's Day, right? And I know that at least some of the folks that I was talking to didn't have the greatest relationships with their father. Now, I did have a powerful relationship with my father. I miss him every day and I've taken the life lessons. But sometimes I even have to check myself and forgive things that, especially when he first passed away, there was a lot of things in me like, I wish I would have. I wish I should have. What if I? And sometimes you have to just say, but we're standing right here, and those things could get lost and really try to just take you over. And this thing about forgiveness is, if you ask me, it creates this hardness. The doctor the other day, Drew, she was talking about my cholesterol. I'm telling you guys all my business right here. I'm being very vulnerable. But I had high cholesterol. I have high cholesterol. And it's not to the point where I need to take medicine, thank you, Lord. But she was talking to me about how she was drawing, and she said, listen, this is how things build up inside of you. And I'll share that with you, because then I think that sometimes when we hold on to things, it could be this plaque that's building up inside of us, and that's hardening us, and that's really preventing us from fluid movement for self. And so in here, there, if you have the book, it's on page 37. It's called Forgiveness Freeway. It's a stop. So it's 17 stops of self-discovery, this book right here, right? And I want to read to you this piece about forgiveness. Now, sometimes we just need to let go of some things so that we can release, and not have that really sitting. Imagine yourself, I talked to you about the clogginess, right? This stuff that's building up inside of you, these things that is holding on inside of you. And imagine it just clogging up arteries and clogging up freeness, clogging up openness, clogging up all of these things inside of you and preventing you from expanding your mindset. What if we looked at forgiveness like that? And I'm sharing this type of imagery with you because I one love imagery, but I want you to feel the power of it the same way I do. So let me read this to you, and I'd love to know if anything stuck out at you. Are you ready? Let's do it. Forgiveness Freeway. Forgiveness. Forgiveness Freeway sometimes journeys you to lands which are unknown, opening your eyes to self-mercy with a focus on what you've previously been shown. Remembering that you have control over yourself, which is where forgiveness must start. Giving freely of your mind, your spirit, and your heart. It's time to acknowledge where you are and find lessons in what didn't work so well. Venture upon a new journey to make memories that you will one day tell. Empower others to join you by inviting them to Forgiveness Freeway as well. Now it's time to let go of what you may or may not have done. Exercise the strength to acknowledge that your new journey has only just begun. Soon your inner peace will absolve you of any guilt you may still feel. Starts with you by commencing a process that will simply allow you to heal. Welcome to Forgiveness Freeway. And I want to share that with you because sometimes, according to Lolita E. Walker, we find ourselves at an intersection of us and a change that's happening in our life, right? It could be at work, at life, at home. And sometimes we're standing right here and we have to choose if we're going to go left, if we're going to go right, if we're going to go backward because we already know how we would shift that, if we're going to stay complacent where we are right now, or if we're going to choose to move forward into the unknown. Like you don't know what's happening here. You can slip, you can fall, something can come out from the corners. You might have to take a detour because something might be in the road, or what is this thing right here? Can we explore? And sometimes it is a little scary, but we will find ourselves here. And are you going to choose to forgive? So inside of this book here, my first book, which is mad short, it's really, really, really short. It's only 113 pages, and that includes, I feel like it's like 126 pages, but I guess not. I feel like, when you count all the blank spaces and everything's 126, but super short. This piece right here, the stop, the forgiveness. And I said a little bit of this, and so I'd love to know what you guys think. And I'm going to pop over into the Facebook group for a little while right after this. It says the stop, the forgiveness. Sometimes forgiveness feels like the most impossible freeway to navigate. True, right? Though the power of forgiveness is unmatched, it is selfless and it is solely for you. Absolutely. It's not for the other person. Not at all. It's for you to release and unleash, like we talked about. Forgiveness offers healing effects and is the notion to not forget, because sometimes we get confused. It's not to forget, but to remember without malice or judgment, to free yourself, right? This stop is the promise that your place of peace will resonate through your mind, your body, and your soul for not only yourself, but for others who are also able to forgive. Yes. So in the Facebook group, I'm going to share with you my story of forgiveness, one of the many stories of forgiveness. This one here talks actually about my divorce. And it talks about how when I sat on, which was a witness stand, kind of, and was asked these questions, what I felt and how I needed to release. And it's so, for me, it's such a powerful story. I don't tell you what happens at the end of that, but it is in an essence to share a story with you so that then you can do the soul work, of which is 2 pages inside this book. So I'll talk the soul work in a minute in our Facebook community. And you guys have an amazing day. Today, what I want to leave you with is the power of forgiveness. What if you chose to forgive so that now you can unleash those cloggy spots that's those, like your arteries being clogged up, so that now you can move a little more freely. Now you're not stuck inside of complacency. Now you don't forget, but you forgive because you want to be able to flow freely. What if you chose to do just that today? It's an option. See you tomorrow. And that concludes our 10 minutes of pure power. Thank you so much for showing up today for your 10-minute power powwow. Now, whether you were live and added in, whether you were sitting on a corner and just doing a little bit of thinking, whether you are watching the replay, I want to say hello to you and invite you to come right on back. Did you miss it? Well, go ahead and shoot it out to a friend while both of you guys taking all of the action. So what is next? Head on over to lolitawalker.com/coaching cocktails conversations, because what's in it for you? Yes, it's a podcast. Yes, it's a group coaching program. Are you a part of it? Yes, it is a retreat. Are you already signed up to make sure you're pulling out that power? Yes, it's one-on-one coaching. Yes, it's a journal. Yes, coaching cocktails and conversations is a movement. So grab this 10 minutes and let's do something with it. I will see you later. But head on over, lolitawalker.com. This should not be the first time, but even if it is, make sure it's not the last. See you soon.